Manchester United then have lost 2-1 away in Turkey. Absolute fucking horseshit from Manchester United. Absolutely fucking abysmal. We've started with a strong lineup in this game and we've played absolutely horseshit. They've taken the lead in the second minute. A fantastic strike. You can't take anything away from that. A fantastic strike. And although Manchester United have had so much possession in both halves, we've created hardly any chances at all in this game and thoroughly deserved to lose the game in my opinion. They've looked so much more dangerous when they've had their chances and deservedly got the second goal in the second half. For me, it's a free kick because Manchester United, if we're not creating goal scoring chances, this is reminiscent of Louis van Gaal for me. We're not getting nowhere near enough shots on target. Goalkeepers have pretty much nothing to do. And to be honest, if you play like that, I'm sorry, but you don't deserve to win a game of football. And this is absolutely fucking abysmal. Some of these players as well, I mean, Jose Mourinho he's going to have to start taking some of the blame for this because this Manchester United team should not be as bad as they have been this season. But these players have really got to take some blame as well. I personally am not think that some of these players have been overrated by a lot of people. Some of these players just aren't hacking it for Manchester United, and it is a real shame for Manchester United fans. I'm sure other teams are laughing their socks off at us. But the likes of Rashford and Martial and Wayne Rooney and players of that ilk. Okay, Wayne Rooney scored in the dying minutes, a great strike from Wayne Rooney, but he's been absolutely abysmal this season and he's well past his best. Martial has been absolutely fucking awful this season, and I personally think that he's been massively overrated from that first goal that he scored against Liverpool. And although he had an okay first season, he has been absolutely abysmal since. He was shocking for France, and that was the reason why Deschamps didn't play him hardly at all in the Euros. So inconsistent, and really needs to pull his finger out because he could be one that's kicked out the door by Mourinho if he doesn't pull his socks up, because he has been terrible. Okay, he was more threatening in that first half, but still this season he has been so poor. Rashford, I'm sorry, but he is just... I mean, he should. For me, Rashford should not be in the team at this moment in time at his age. I still think he's got a lot of flaws in his game, a lot of areas where he needs to improve. And this time last year, everyone would have laughed if we'd said that Marcus Rashford would even be starting in a game for Manchester United. I just do not think at this moment in time, true, he's playing on the wing, which he should really be playing centre forward. But I was hoping this season, a lot of other people were, that he'd be an impact player and not having to be relied upon week in, week out. There's some other poor performances in the Manchester United squad overall this season, which is very, very disappointing. I still think, although not picked today, Jesse Lingard, I think he's another player that is a squad player at best, and we've been picking him week in, week out this season, and for me, it shouldn't be happening. Years ago, I think he would have been a substitute at best, and it is very disappointing that we've spent so much money over the last 3 years and we've ended up with this mediocre squad, in my opinion, which some of the players just aren't up to standard. But we will move on. We've got a very difficult game away at Swansea, which is always tough for Manchester United. They always seem to do well against us in the Premier League, so we could see some more points drop there. But for this Europa League, it's leaving Manchester United hanging by a thread now. We're going to need a miracle if we want to top the group, which looks like it's going to have to be 6 points out of 6, and hope that Fenerbahçe do slip up somewhere along the line. And playing Feyenoord at home, we've already lost to them once this season. That's going to be a massive game in this group because it's going to be so hard for Manchester United to make the top 4 this season. As I've said before, I think one team out of that team's at the top. Not too sure which one, but I think one will probably fall away. And it would allow Manchester United, if they could go on a run, to maybe at the come the end of the season get a Champions League spot. But I don't think that Manchester United are capable of going on a run. We've barely got 2 wins in a row for a long while. And even if, say, Chelsea or Liverpool or one of them go on a dreadful run, we probably won't be able to capitalise. So, and there's no way we're going to win the league because all them teams are not going to go horseshit and we're going to still be dropping points. So I think the league, personally, I think the league is almost gone. So we're going to have to try and battle, go to that Swansea game at the weekend and try and get a result and try and just steady the ship for now and hope that we can get through this Europa League group, because this could, well, on paper, this is the easiest route into the Champions League. I know it's going to be tough because there's so many games and you can't prioritise a cup competition, but I'm looking at the teams in it and there's some dog shit sides in this. But if we can't even beat Fenerbahçe, get a result or even get shots on goal against Fenerbahçe, it's not even the fact that we lost, the fact that we're hardly getting any shots off on goal, and the likes of Martial aren't looking like scoring, aren't doing enough when he's playing out wide. It is worrying, because you're going to come up against teams that maybe from the Champions League, maybe Roma, teams like that, Athletic Bilbao, Villarreal, who are probably a bit better than these, and we're probably going to come unstuck against them. So, but we were the favourites for this competition. I don't know if we still are, but I just don't know what's going to happen this season. I think it's going to be another season like under Louis van Gaal, or it seems like it's playing out that way. I think we're going to have to wait till, which is a shame, we're going to probably have to wait till next summer and get rid of some of the underperforming players. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this horseshit result, performance going forward. Where do you see things going? What do you see is going to happen this season? Do you have any hopes for the season? I still have hopes that maybe we can win a trophy this season, but the way it's going, it's not looking good. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.